Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Ever Sidequesters Ventures through the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Beginner's Box. We're having a blast doing that. I know I am. I don't know about my players here, but it's been a fun time nonetheless here on the D&D CR Exposed YouTube channel. My name is Andrew. I am your GM for tonight's game, and along with me tonight we have my friends Eric playing Severish, the lizard folk summoner. We have Mike playing Blank, the human champion, and Scott playing Schmebulok, the gnome wizard. We are missing one of our adventurers tonight. He was, a little too excessive on the questing and, venturing out into what he had to do today. So unfortunately, Sean and Crunk will not be joining us. At some point, Crunk here will fade into the background and disappear for a while the rest of the crew decide what they're going to do today. And speaking of which, how's everyone doing tonight? What's going on, guys? And are you ready to continue your adventures here?
Yeah. I am prepared.
Okay, just double checking something here. I think we started. Oh, yeah, there we go. He has to take the kobold to jail, says Hair Doctor.
I guess we could.
Speaking of which, I need to take care of a couple private roles real quick.
While you're doing that, do we want to take the cobalt back to the surface with us and be like, this guy's part of the problem?
Oh, we could. We might get a little something extra for it.
Yeah, get him a little kobold bartender. Wait, what?
What? Okay, let me see. Will that do it? Let's see here. I'm just going to do a couple normal rolls. Okay. That'll do it. Okay. So, you guys had, just to reconfirm what had happened and go over last week's game, you had made your way from the jail cell down to the south over here, where you had fought off a bunch of kobolds, investigated the remnants of this cell after breaking, easily lockpicking our champion there. Blank lockpicked the cell, got in and found a couple pieces of gear in there, went through a small hallway that was trapped, but because of the kobold that was caught prisoner here by the name of Grun, you were warned ahead of time that you had a trap coming up. Luckily, you were able to locate the trap and disable it without having to deal with the consequences. Into the next room, you came across a puzzle by the god Abadar, or at least set up in Abadar's image, which very quickly Schmebulok solved the puzzle and was able to get a few spare coins and opened up a hidden door into a vault, which led you into, a little bit of loot, some gems, a gem and some money, plus a lever. When raised, triggered a trap in the main room you all stand now. And as you stand there and you're recovering from your battle with a bunch of kobolds, a trap master and 2 kobold warriors, you have the bodies of the dead in front of you, and whatever else you'd like to do next.
Well, I mean, after we've taken everything that wasn't nailed down, well, we need to at least go up and we do need to go up and give a progress report to let them know that this is a much bigger problem than they were thinking, like rats taking their food. No, it's worse than that.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back up the stairs and be like, what are you guys taking so long for? So I would have been out of earshot.
Well, then, yeah, I'll repeat my concerns that, is like, we need to go back and, let them know up in, oh, God, Otria? I can't remember the name of the city.
Otari.
Otari.
Yep.
Damn it, sorry. Yeah, we need to go back up and let the people of Otari know about the scope of the problem, that it's much larger than they had initially thought. Are you looting right now?
Maybe.
Who are you? You're looting off the trap master there, Schmebulok?
Yeah, I took his short sword and his armor. I don't think I want his spears.
Okay.
And there's also one
honestly,
under the trap, and I don't know how to click on him.
You know what? That's a good question. I'm gonna search the bodies for like a cudgel or something separate from a dagger.
You can have the short sword if you want it.
So no, because it's the same damage type and damage die as the dagger for me. But a cudgel would be useful against skeletons and such.
Short sword have a die damage higher? A D6 instead of D4?
The dagger for me is a D6 because it's my deity weapon.
Also,
No.
Shmebulak, while you're looting the Kobold Trapmaster, you happen to notice a piece of strange jewelry on the kobold itself.
Yeah, I saw that. The necklace.
Yes, this is a piece of a large shell attached to a simple, I think it's a copper chain?
Maybe I'll grab that too for who knows sake. Could be worth something.
Darn, I can't load stuff onto Crunk. Have him come back, be like 20 bulk.
I'll do a quick detect magic and see if there's anything up with the necklace.
Okay.
Here, I'll hold it out.
All right.
And usually you see those puka shell necklaces, but this is an eggshell necklace. Kind of backwards, isn't it?
Slightly brittle.
All right, so Severus, you look over this necklace that the Trapmaster has on him, and nothing with your detect magic really pings. You're not seeing anything special about this. But as you give it a look over with the detect magic on, you notice this is a large eggshell. It's cracked, and it's a piece of this large eggshell. It's ivory in color, but it has strange green veins running through it. The piece itself is only about 3 inches across, but it's really, really interesting how potentially big this egg is as you look over it. But beyond that, nothing seems to be magical about this eggshell piece.
Any way to ID what type of egg this is or what it comes from?
Let me see here. Yeah, come on. Click back open. There we go. You could spend some time looking at it, but there's not enough of the egg itself, or this piece of egg, to really give you any kind of indication of what it was from, where it could have been. Unfortunately, there's really no way to tell as you look it over.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So it's just a piece of an egg.
Yeah. All right, so while you're all standing there, I wanted to quickly throw something together. Let's see here. I needed an example. There we go. I need an example real quick.
How many things we may want to hang on to that necklace just in case we need it for something?
Still a spear and some other armor there if somebody wants it.
I already grabbed one spear and armor off the other guy.
Yeah, you can see your bulk at the very bottom of your inventory.
I'm good if you guys want to take the rest of it. It's fine.
I'm too small?
No,
I'm just going to load up and see what happens.
If it's too much, I've still got like 4 bulk.
I have not reached my maximum bulk. I'm good.
Okay, let's see if that works this time. There we go. Everyone make me a perception check, please. I put it in the chat window.
Whoops. Well, that'll be my roll for the turn.
We
Okay.
are very into what we're doing.
We're so observative.
Okay. So now that you've gone ahead and searched through, let's see here. Did you clear out the kobold trapmaster? And did you
think
clear out the other
so.
kobolds?
There's like a couple spears left if somebody wants them.
Okay. Where to? You guys are heading back?
Yeah, start making our way back the way we came in, I guess.
Okay. Shmebulok, as you move along the tiles,
Do.
you move and you hear a click, and the trap depresses. I need you to hold still real quick as a spear attack comes shooting straight at you.
Uh-oh.
Can I use my reaction on him?
What kind of reaction are you doing?
Oh, no, probably not, because that's actually for attacks. Shoot. The Glimpse of Redemption.
Nah, because this is a trap. I don't think you'd have the ability to do that. Let me see. Throw it into the chat there so I can see.
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah,
I'm reading it now.
yeah, it's an enemy, and this is a trap. Unfortunately, Shmebulok, you end up taking 22 points of damage as you trigger the trap.
Okay, well, I'm down.
Yes, so this
I've been
spear.
at full health this whole time and one-shotted. I guess I deserved it.
And the plates depress once again, and you hear just both Blank, Krunk, and Severus. You all hear Shmebulok just, "Ugh!" as he is impaled by a spear that was shot out at you.
I would like to approach.
Yeah, I mean,
I would like to drag him off of the plate.
triggering again, I get shot and one-shotted.
No,
why you don't
Blank,
approach
as
it.
you step up to go and recover Shmebulok, the trap doesn't trigger.
Well, I know, because I'm not in the triggering plate area.
Okay. Let's see here. So Shmebulok, you have, I believe, dying 1 at the moment. So go ahead and click on your character sheet, the first pip for dying in the top left corner. Okay.
Yeah. I would
Oh,
like
geez,
to,
that changed my whole screen.
Yep.
I'd like to drag his body off of there
Okay.
and out towards me. So I would drag him to here. I can't move him, the token. And then I will use that backup minor potion that I was holding on to.
Okay. One second, guys. I'll be right back.
Also, I do have the medicine skill and the healer's kit from, was it you or Sean that gave it to me, Eric?
I know I gave mine to someone.
I have my own that I can't use, so it was mine.
Oh, it was yours?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't trained to mess with it either. So I think I gave mine to Krunk, and I think Shmebiok gave his to you.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So am I at 2 hit points? Do I do any other fancy stuff?
No,
Whoops.
it's saying it's healing me, and I've got you targeted.
Because you clicked on heal. That's why. The
Oh,
person.
Yeah.
but I have Shmebiok targeted.
I know, but the person who clicks the button has it applied to them.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I found that out earlier when I was trying to heal Krunk and I accidentally healed myself.
Okay, that's fine.
Am I no longer dying?
Going back to 10.
And he's also muted?
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
Yeah, he had to go do something real quick.
He has to go see how badly you're dying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if dying is much different than 5e. I mean, I have more pips, but yeah.
I think that it's a little bit different because I think that the pips stay with you for a while.
So if you left click on it, it'll add a pip. If you right click on it, it'll remove a pip. But as soon as you add a dying pip, it removes your vision.
So kind of like the hero points thing on the main screen then.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back. I had to take care of something real quick there. All right, so yes, with magically healed, Shmebiok, you're back up for 2.
Do I have any other pips on wounded or anything?
No, you just have to hit the wounded condition now. Where is that thing? There we go.
Yeah, I have activated it.
Disappeared off screen.
Okay. Let's double check that. Yep, okay, so you're wounded now. So if you ever fall again, you will end up taking, you'll be at dying 2 instead of dying 1 next time. And
I'm going to stand up if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Looks like Blank is also prone.
Oh yeah, no, I was playing around with the. Sorry, I got to clear the condition. I was playing around with.
You can right click it on the top right by the text bar. You can right click icons to remove your conditions.
Not seeing it.
I got it.
Yeah.
You're good.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry about that. I was playing around to see what it looked like or what it would do if I applied it, and I was like, "Oh,
There it is.
darkness."
All right, so heading back to the upper levels, I take it?
Yeah, I'll be first in marching order.
Avoiding the trap area.
Okay. For the time being, Krunk will just go invisible as he will be following along with you all.
I'm using WASD for this. This feels more natural.
Thank you to who was moving Kaha for me.
Yes, that would be me. As you all move through this particular room here, the abandoned storeroom, you notice that the kobold is gone from the cell, and the door is wide open.
We didn't.
Is my
pass
loosely
them on
tied
our way
rope still there?
here.
Yes, the loosely tied rope is still there.
I will go collect it.
Okay, so you collect your
Coiling it
rope.
up, cleaning the whole way. Any signs of where he had gone?
Let's see here. You could make a perception check. Let's see here. Let me throw that in chat. Go ahead and click on that for me, would you? In the chat bar?
'Cause we've been doing great, so yeah, might as well
Great.
keep a good thing going.
24. So yes, as odd as it seems, there is some fresh movement and debris from this rubble that's been moved, and it looks like the kobold may have traveled down this corridor here, the way you're going back, considering he knew that, you know, it was a bit unsafe to go to the left, possibly, and follow you into that room.
Spider may have gotten a second snack.
Maybe.
What if it's their spider?
Well, that would make it all the more ironic.
Nothing as we pass by the altar room.
No, the altar room there is still more or less the same. If you guys wanted to go and check that out, you're more than welcome to. You just have to make a climb check, that's all.
I was going to say, considering our
Hang
current
on.
condition, I would advise against it.
So I see Spider Dude still there. Is he still there, though?
Oh, yes. Yes, the spider is still in the room.
And that's one of the kobold snacks that he has down there?
For sure, yes.
All right. Well, I guess I will try to move stealthily through here, avoiding spider webs.
Well, as you get closer to the spider webs, you can see that the spider itself has been very fast at work recovering the burnt webbings that you had destroyed initially.
Well, such an industrious spider. So I light a torch.
Okay. Go ahead. Go through the motions, please.
So let's see. It's equip, one hand. Come on.
Schmebulok's over here looting arrows. Gotta get that money.
And then
Every copper counts.
sorry, I'm trying to find the yeah, I'm trying to remember how to light a torch.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. So in your inventory, we
Yep,
have.
I have it equipped one-handed.
Okay. Let's see here. I just want to double check. The torch is on the one hand. Then go to your actions. And the top of the action for encounters, you'll have the torch is lit box.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
There you go.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. I am near max and my near max bulk.
I was wondering
So
if you were bulked out or not.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I'm like, oh shoot. So I dropped a piece of armor that freed up a bunch of space.
Okay.
All right, so yes, I will advance and burn my way through the webbing.
Okay. As you start to burn your way through the webbing, you can see the giant spider is over here. But once again, as you draw the torch nearby, the spider angrily moves back towards the end. Everyone that passes through here, if you'd like, make a... I'm going to leave a perception check in the chat here in a moment. Go ahead and click that for me, if you would. Ooh, critical success. We got another one. Schmebulok, Servish succeed, and everyone succeeds. Very nice.
Had to get over my embarrassment from earlier.
In the back of this area here, as you're moving through, you see a new webbed cocoon that is wriggling and writhing, and you hear a little as something new has been caught up in the webs.
You got yourself an extra Scooby snack.
Does it sound like the muffled speech of Draconic?
You're more than likely sure that's exactly what you're hearing.
Okay. I'm fine with leaving him there. What do you guys think?
I think we shouldn't leave him there because he could actually help us with our story. Well, as long as there's someone else up there that can speak Draconic.
So, fight the giant spider? Is that what we're doing?
Fight the giant spider. That's what we're doing.
Oh, fighting the giant spider!
This is
Okay.
gonna be terrible.
Let me check something out real quick before we get into this. Okay, so that's that. I gotta.
So obviously the giant spider can't understand us, I would assume. So we can plan out something. We can plan out our first action. It's just chilling there.
Well, he's kind of agitated because I started burning the webbing away.
If we're gonna be doing this, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
All right, let's.
I'm gonna pass off my torch to Servish so I can get my shield out, and I'm gonna,
You
say,
just
"Hey, Servish, do you think that you could actually start burning through the webbing?" because I'm gonna encounter the spider and try to keep it occupied. But we need this webbing out of the way if we're gonna be able to move around like we're gonna have to.
What I can do is I can summon a construct, give it my ever burning torch, and have it do that where it's like a -1 creature.
All right.
All right.
I'm pretty sure as soon as I put out this torch to pull out my shield, that spider might attack.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna cast my little spell here. Summon construct,
Okay.
and that gives me 60 seconds of dude. Oh, I can get a broom? Boop. All right. There it is, I guess. It's that circle. That square. Oh, look at that. That is cool.
There's your little guy.
My little guy.
All right.
This little guy? I wouldn't worry about this little guy.
So go ahead and, for Blank, go ahead and swap out your torch for the shield.
All right.
And I'm just gonna give him a regular torch.
Oh god, I forgot to unequip my shield earlier, so I had 3 hands.
All right, go ahead and throw yourselves into combat here.
Oh, that one was threatening.
Okay. I just need Shmebulok to roll initiative.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
It's all right. I've already added you to the tracker.
Nice.
Does the homunculus act as a separate character, or does it move on my turn? I'm not sure quite how this works.
Is a good question.
It says I conjure an animal to fight for me, but it doesn't say I have to spend actions to control it or anything.
I have no clue on that one, unfortunately. Until Flame Loud or someone else in chat can help me out with that real quick, we'll just say it goes before or after you in the initiative order here.
Perfect.
All right, so we will begin the encounter. Blank, you are up, followed by the Giant, Shmebulok, and Servish. Blank, it is your go, as the spider is roughly up high on the wall at the top at the moment, about 20 feet up at the top of this little spider-webbed section here.
All right, so to start out, I'm gonna throw my dagger at the spider. All right, no, actually, first I'm gonna demoralizing shout. Just start screaming at it.
Okay, you're gonna try and demoralize it?
Yeah, try at least. All right. And next I'm going to throw my dagger at it.
Okay, so you successfully frighten the giant spider.
And so now I will throw the dagger at it, which is the second ability, or the second attack on the thing.
Let's see here. Demoralize is not an attack, so it's regular attack right now.
No, I mean, there's 2 sets of attacks. One is for a melee attack, and the other is for throwing it.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm doing the second one, which adds in the rage penalty for, actually, should there be a range penalty?
Yes, there will be a range penalty for every so many feet here. Let's see. In the equipment, deific dagger, description. Ow, cat with the nails. The claws, I should say. Details. Where is the range on these things? It should be, it'll more than likely be thrown in with the rules and
Thrown
whatnot?
10 feet. Yeah, no, I see it. Click on the dagger, and when it has the tags all down below for
There we go.
types and whatnot. Yeah, it's 10 feet for throwing daggers.
Okay.
But you know what? 3 plus 3 is fine. Not really looking to hit him, just get his attention.
All right, so unfortunately that is a miss. And the dagger is thrown and plinks off the wall. And actually kind of gets caught up in the webbing.
For my last action, I'm going to raise a shield.
Okay. All right, up next is the giant spider. Shmebulok, you're on deck. And the giant spider, being, slightly scared here of Blank, will rush over and let's see here. It's going to actually probably just kind of move over to the side and get away from Blank as much as possible. And there's not much else the giant spider is going to do at the moment as it's up on the ceiling. All right, that's all it's going to do. Shmebulok, you're up.
I'm going to have the homunculus take its turn before me.
Okay.
I'm going to just start walking towards it with the torch in hand, trying to get it to clear out as much of the webbing with the torch as it can.
Okay.
All right, so can I move right up to it, or does it take time to get through the webbing?
No, it's very quick. Webbing will burn up, so while you're moving, you can easily just, swath away, and the webbings will all be gone.
Gotcha. All right, I'm going to give it a good bonk. The
Well,
homunculus has poison.
It's 20 feet up on the ceiling at the moment, so it hasn't come down. That's the problem.
Ah. Well, I'll just keep walking around. I'll just do all 3 movements, just walking around trying to get rid of all the webbing.
Okay.
Go down here, clear that up, and then sort of go over here, and then now we have a nice area to work with that's free and clear for us. I think that's all I'm going to do with the homunculus, because he doesn't have any range attacks. Guess I'm going to take my regular turn. I'm going to do one of my actions to move. I'm going to lock onto this buddy. And I'm going to cast my first... Have I done Magic Missile yet? It's my first.
No.
No, it's happening. So this is one to automatically hit, right? And I'm going to cast it at a 2. Use 2 spell slots for it.
2 actions.
To keep your homunculus up, you have to use 1 action to keep it, to concentrate on it, sustain it.
Concentration takes an action?
Yes. Everything.
Okay.
Everything takes an action, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Alright, well, let's do the 1.
Okay.
I got him!
You did. You got him. 2 points of force damage to the spider.
That's all I got for my turn, guys.
All right. Shmebulok is done. Servis, you're on. You're up. Blank on deck.
Yeah, I can see him from where I am, right? Yeah.
Yes. Especially with the help of the homunculus going around burning up some of the webbings. It's a little easier to see him.
What, I hit the save DC 17 button?
Oh, let's see here.
That you.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
I
I
think
did not
that's
see
him.
that. Okay. 19, which is a success.
Okay, so it looks like it doesn't deal damage then.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Yeah, so it's all or nothing. All right, so that's what, 2 actions for you for the electric arc?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else for your last action?
Yeah, I'll move Koth over to here.
Okay. That it for your turn?
Yep.
All right, Blank, you're up with the giant spider on deck.
All right, I'm going to dig through my inventory and pull out one of those spears that were stowed on my pack. So I imagine that's going to take an action.
Yes. To get to your pack is an action. Then to pull the spear out is an action.
And then to throw it is another action.
Yes. Okay, that's a hit. As you chuck in and reach in and grab a spear from your pack. For 7 points of
Nice shot.
damage. Very good. And the spider appears to be bloodied in its current state.
And that's pretty much my entire turn.
All right. So, the giant spider, annoyed in the situation here, and trying to defend its lair. Let's see here. Where is its movement speed? Oh, 25 as always. And climbing. Will climb down the sides of the wall here. So, let's see. Yeah, we'll see. He should be able to get to there. All right.
Don't forget my my homunculus is hiding right there.
Remember, he's got to go 20 feet down the wall first.
Yeah, just kind of like a diagonal. I'll back him up to here, which I guess couldn't get there because how big is the homunculus? Small?
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
It's
okay.
one bulk.
Yeah, so this creature should be able to easily get up and over it. Oh, apparently, Flame Loud is saying the electric arc is a basic reflex save, and you take half damage on a success.
Oh, really?
If you want to go ahead and roll damage for it, then.
What's something you learned that seems illegal to know?
Alright, so half damage on that. And yeah, so the giant spider is just reeling in pain, and because it's trying to defend its lair, it comes lashing out at Blank as it charges in, climbing down. If we need to do the extra movement to get down, we'll use 2 of the actions to climb down and goes after Blank.
My shield is not raised, by the way.
Yes, okay. Goes in for a melee fangs strike. And misses, unfortunately.
Darn.
Darn.
Unfortunately for you, mayhaps.
Unfortunately for me.
Shmebulok, you are up with Servish on deck.
All right, I'm gonna have my little dude take his turns first.
Okay.
Let's see if I can pick him. There we go. All right, he's gonna try to bite this lady. Actually, he's gonna hit her. Yeah, he's gonna do a bite first.
Wow.
You have to roll for the attack.
Oh.
The something changed here. Yeah, I see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll just back it up real quick. There you go. Oh yeah, that hit.
Gotcha. So it also has I mentioned before, the homunculus poison. I'm assuming that's like a bite attack. Like
Yep.
it works with this bite.
All right, so let me go ahead and hit that saving throw. And succeeds the poison.
Gotcha. All right. First attack done. Second attack with the map.
Yep.
When I'm doing my attack, the map part isn't popping up. So that's should be at a -5, I think.
Okay. That's still,
Actually,
yeah,
be
that's
at
a miss.
3-0.
And then last swing.
Oh, another miss, unfortunately.
All right, that's it for him. So I'm gonna switch over to my main guy. Pick Smeglock. Target the spider. I'm gonna hit him with some magic. Let's do some. I think I recharged my force bolt, so I'm gonna fire that off.
Okay. Little pew pew there.
Pew pew.
And 4 points of force damage to the spider.
Gotcha.
As the spider is cracked with force energy, and you just hear that shrill scream as the spider flips over onto its back and the legs just twitch and curl in on itself. And battle is over. You have defeated the spider, but unfortunately, because you guys have already got the XP from encountering the spider before. There's no additional XP rewarded for this encounter. All right.
Well, not for this encounter, but perhaps for rescuing the kobold. I'm going to go collect my dagger.
I'm going to go look at this pile of treasure that may be over here.
Yes.
Should I be able to see that?
Oh, yes. Now that you have defeated the spider and have had a chance to kind of look around in the lair, you find a few things kind of sticking out of the cocoons in the back of this the den here, the spider's den. So yes, you can definitely go ahead and take a peek inside of this spider's lair.
There's a sword in there, guys.
A sword?
A sword.
I'm just gonna have my homunculus. I have a telepathic link, 1,500 feet. I'm just gonna have him sort of walk out the exit
Okay.
while we're looking at this. And if he gets crunched, no big deal.
And having collected the dagger, I'm also going to collect the spear, but then I'm going to hold up a finger to the kobold and then cut him out of the webbing.
Yeah.
We'd like leave him in the webbing and just take him wrapped up.
You know what? That is a great idea, actually. Instead
could.
of cutting him free of the webbing, yeah, we'll just he's all bundled up.
That way we'd be
Wear
like, hey, there was a
backpack.
Enjoy your sleeping bag of silk. So I'll carry the kobold if Eric and Schmebulak or Cerevish and Schmebulak want to grab the loot.
Yeah, I can grab the loot because you said you're already bulked out, right?
I am super bulked out.
I am pretty bulked out.
Yeah, there's a sword and some juice, spider juice.
An unusual liquid. Yeah, you find
Spider
yourselves
juice.
some kind of a liquid in there.
Maybe this, if we drink it, it'll turn me into a man spider.
It's a potion of poison.
All right, so who's taking what out of the... there we go. All right. Cerevish grabbed the unusual sword and about the unusual liquid. Okay. And
Just in a bottle.
Blank, you have the kobold there?
Yeah, I'm trying to drag him in my inventory, but he's not going.
For the time being, I will just phase him out as you now have lifted him onto your shoulder. So you have him more or less contained in, you're kind of like, oh, shit, sticky. As you're carrying him around.
And that's just the kobold parts.
Yeah. Gets pretty bad.
I'm assuming my sentry didn't see anything out this exit.
Nope, nothing fishy or special as your sentry got over here.
All right, I think it goes away. I think it only lasts like a minute.
That's what I remember you saying, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna delete. Be gone.
Let's see here.
Is there any way I can get rid of them?
Someone gave him a torch. Do they want that torch back?
I did. I'll take my torch back.
Okay. There we go. And I'll just delete him from existence. Okay, so as you come back to the ledge here, you have yourself the rope still attached to the stalagmite and have to climb up the ledge now, 10 feet up. But luckily, you do have the rope to help you with this ascent.
Yeah, we could probably tie the guy up, the cobalt, at the bottom of the rope, and then when we go to once everyone's up, we could pull him up with us with the rope.
And if anybody wants a boost, Koth can, provide some aid there.
Can you throw me up there?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. But yeah, no, Koth could totally give you a boost up there, and then it's just like 5-foot mantles each way, or both ways. 5 foot to get on top of Kath, and then 5 to get on top of the ledge.
Let's do it.
All right, so yeah, you're going to use Koth as a little boost up the 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, with his help, you easily climb up the last 5 feet and get yourself up the ledge. So let me go
I
ahead
hit a
and
wall.
move you up there.
Yeah.
Blank, the same for you. You step onto Koth, you hear like a little and up you go. Cerevish. Is that your check there?
Oh, yeah, it was supposed to be.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I had cough, so for some reason.
That's fine. And you'll unsummon them and resummon them back, or are you just going to leave them unsummoned for the time?
I'll leave them unsummoned from now, because I don't want to scare the people upstairs.
Okay.
Dire Badger comes into the bar. Fair enough, we're going to be bringing a kobold in.
Hair Doctor responded with Operation Dwarven Thrower. All right, so we will end this scene here, so you don't have to worry about climbing into the rest of the section here. And
he's off.
Yeah, right? And let's see here. Pause that. And do I have some kind of... I know I have... oh, yeah, there we go. All right, let me get to the picture here as you climb yourselves back up. Set the scene. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Bring that up and... Nope, I don't want that. There we go. Show to players.
There are rules for dragging things and related to bulk. So it'd be 3 bulk, where I'm assuming it's a medium creature.
Okay.
It's normally 6. Take it down to half is 3.
So I was going to say, yeah, kobolds are small, so that's probably like a 2 bulk then?
3 bulk for a small creature, which if you're dragging a small creature, it's 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you guys tow your captive up to the Otari fishery here, and the place is still pretty lively. You know, you've only been down there for probably a couple hours now. You're gonna say you got there probably around 6 o'clock, and by now, after all the adventuring you've done and healing checks and investigating the areas, it's probably close to 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock or so. Hair Doctor saying, that's not a basement, it's a whole damn dungeon. Even has traps. Yes, that is very true. Lots of traps. Stuff that just oddly was luckily connected through a tunnel to the basement of the fishery that just happened to miss it by chance. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay, so as you come back up, the door swings open, and immediately Tamali catches your approach and rushes over to you. So, how's it going down there, guys? You looking a little worse for wear, as she kind of goes to touch, maybe Blank's shoulder and sees some of the cuts and whatnot. So, what do you have to report?
So, the basement is clear of rats.
Oh, excellent. That's
and
good to know.
There's also a giant spider down there that we took care of.
What?
And then I will guide the kobold around me and show her.
And
guest.
as the kobold comes into view, she almost takes a full step back. She goes, there's kobolds down there? But how many did you find?
We have fought at least 8 so far.
Wow, 8. And she starts doing some quick calculations in her head, and you can see her like tapping on her fingers and whatnot. She goes, I'm missing a lot more fish than just 8 kobolds can handle. What else is what's going on down there? Have you completely cleared out the area?
No, we had to come back once we realized the scope of the entire expanse below the inn here.
Well, that's...
Part of your basement wall has collapsed.
Oh, dear. I kind of noticed. Go ahead.
Tunnels beneath.
Well, you're braver than me to venture into those... That was the rat hole, right? That you went through?
Yes.
Wow, those were some big rats, and obviously some bigger lizards too. No offense. Yeah. pointing at the kobold, and not the lizard folk. Yeah, are you gonna continue searching down there?
Yes, but first we do need to rest and recover for a bit.
Oh, certainly. And you know what? I didn't realize how dangerous it was going to be. And she starts to rummage around in her gear, and she pulls out 2 potions to hand over to you, which look oddly familiar to one of the liquids that you had just pulled out from the spider's nest as well. And she hands over, yeah, take these potions of healing, why don't you, as like a little extra help. Maybe to help get you down there sooner, or at least to recover, or use whenever, But please, be my guest. And she hands them over. Who wants to take them? She's got 2 of them for you.
I'll hold up a hand to decline it.
Go ahead and take one.
Let's see here.
It'll be good to use in case you need it in battle.
All right, so she hands.
Nebula, perhaps you should take the other one.
Sure.
All right, so I should have given you a potion of healing. Tell me if it went into your inventory or not. Maybe it didn't go in there. Let's see here. Curious. Let me try it one more time here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so she handed over 2 minor potions of healing, and you have them at the moment, Shmebulak. So as you look at this, and Servis, you also happen to see the ones that were handed over. You look at what you have in your possession, and make a comparison. And sure enough, where is it? The unusual liquid here.
At the bottom of my backpack stuff.
Yeah. Sure enough, you have a larger version of the potion she just handed over.
Neat. Actually, yeah, I'll hold on to that.
Okay.
Turns out they're actually just potions of mayonnaise or something.
Oh, God.
Glug.
So, looking over the lot of you, Tamley goes, so are you heading back down now, or are you coming back tomorrow? What's the story here? What should I expect?
We will be going back in there, but we should also think about possibly defending the entrance to the basement here.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure I could get a couple of the patrons here to help guard the entrance at least.
You know what? That's actually good, because here you go. And I'll take the 5 spears that I looted out of my inventory, along with the 2 leather armors. So that this way they can arm themselves. And
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. And she points to a spare table that no one's kind of standing at. It's like towards the back in the corner. She goes, all right, yeah, excellent. Put that over in the corner there, and we'll definitely use those with anyone that decides to post up here for the night to guard the entrance. That's really helpful. Thank you.
excellent.
So then, out of character here, what is the plan? Are you guys going to go and rest up in your homes, or are you going like right back down? What's the plan?
Long rest.
Long rest, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Plus, it'll give us a chance for some RP to try to get the kobold job here.
So here's the fun thing about long rests, from what I've learned. You need proper accommodations to get a proper full night's rest. And when you do a long rest, you don't fully recover. So you'll regain some of your hit points, but it's not all of your hit points. So if you're down really low, you get, I think it's like your constitution modifier plus your level or something to that effect in hit points back. You don't just fully heal. So you guys, if you want to completely heal, get rid of your conditions, like Shmebulak has the weakened condition. The weakened condition the wounded condition will go away on one full night's rest, but you guys won't fully heal in one night. So it's going to take probably a couple days to fully heal, unless you do something like, bandage checks and try to heal yourself that way as well. But a full night's rest will recover your spells, your focus spells, and all that other stuff. You just won't completely heal. And on top of that, you don't get a full rest if you try to rest in a dungeon where there's danger lurking around. So instead of it being like half your hit points roughly back, you'll get like a quarter of your hit points back because everyone's kind of on edge being in these dungeons with Pathfinder's rules for healing in unsafe locations. Even if you are to find like what appears to be a good place, you need like a bed and comfortable conditions, warm environment and whatnot to get a proper full night's rest. All right.
All right.
So, you guys head out of the fishery then and back to your homes to rest up for the night then?
Yep.
Okay. So, you head out. You let Tamily know. When do you think you'll be back? She's like, she asked that quite earnestly. She's like, so, when can I expect you to finish this up? Because I don't want to have to keep people posted down there too long.
Are there any shops open right now, Tamily?
Well, this late at night, probably not. Most people have gone home. But, in tomorrow morning, I'm sure you'd be able to definitely find some shops to sell and buy at.
Is there like a town doctor, healer, apothecary, someone who can patch us up? Maybe faster than we can ourselves?
More than likely, out of character here. I was looking through the journals, and there are... Let's see here. There are places around Otari. Yeah, here we go. Otari locations. So, since you're all members of Otari, we'll move over to the Otari map here. So let me switch that over real quick. Let me know when you all get there.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the map of Otari that you guys are very comfortable with. And at the moment, you guys are in the fishery down over here. Obviously, where the docks are. So you can imagine, what you've discovered so far has probably gone as far as the Otari market underground, more or less, which is pretty bonkers. And yeah, you guys can probably click on these locations here. I don't know if you can see the locations or not.
No tags for locations.
Ah, darn. Okay.
Can
So
you show to players, maybe?
the funny part is it's not really doing much of anything for me either. It's just showing me where everything's at.
Oh, okay.
So let me give you a quick rundown of what we have here. There is the Blades for Glades, which is the Otari's primary smithy, and finding that would be where. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Blades for Glades is right here.
Oh.
So this is the Blades for Glades. Then you have the Crook's Nook, which is a sailor's tavern built as a bridge across the Osprey River. So this is the Crook's Nook, which is basically kind of like a tavern of sorts. You have the Crow's Casks, which is a brewery and tavern popular among local farmers and merchants, which would be right here. This is also a place that you can buy potions from. Just to give you an idea, there's going to be some healing potions and a variety of others that are also there for different gold prices.
Is it normal to do bartering and trading with shopkeepers, or are they preferring just steal a coin? Like, if I go up to them and it's like, here, I got all these swords and crap. Can we do a trade? Is that going to be
Depends.
offensive?
Like, if you go to the Crow's Casks and try to barter with swords and spears, he's got no interest in those.
Gotcha.
But if you were to go to the smithy, then they'd be like, you know what? I could probably fix these up and turn a profit on them. So, if you want to sell leather, armor and weapons, then you'll definitely want to have to go to, the smithy and whatnot to sell those there. Let's see here. So we also have the Dawnflower Library, which Shmebulak, you would definitely be accustomed to, and that is where? Unfortunately, oh, yeah, that's going to be down over here on the bottom left of the coast. And then there's also the Galentine Deliveries, a delivery service always in need of fast, reliable help. I'm not going to worry about showing you guys that one. Then there's Gauntlight Keep, which is up here in the woods area. Menheim's Manor, Odd Stories, a bookstore run by a fiction-loving wizard. the Otari Fishery, which you already know about, the Otari Garrison, a squat bunker-like stone building that houses Otari civic guards, the Otari Graveyard, the Otari Hinterlands, the Otari Market, the one-stop shop for food, tools, and other everyday gear, ruins of the 30 Alpaca, once the largest tavern in town until it suddenly collapsed in a recent disaster. Then there's also the Stone Ring Pond, which is up over here, which Krunk would be very aware of, but unfortunately he's not here for that. And the Giant's Wheel, which is an enormous water wheel that powers the lumbering equipment in the Otari Mill, which is over here, yep. And then there is also the Rowdy Rockfish, a surprisingly calm and quiet tavern, which is hiding where? Oh, the Rowdy Rockfish is down over here. And then lastly is Rin's Wonders, a peculiar curio shop run by an eccentric woman who collects rumors. And Rin's Wonders is, let's see here. Find that. Not quite sure where that is on the map. That's the hinterlands over there. Terry Garrison. Oh, here we go. Winds Run Wonders. Rin's Wonders. Man, that is a tongue twister. Is up here. So you have, nothing too crazy in Otari. You have yourself a standard blacksmith, a market for regular things, and basically the best thing you could get is the potion place. Besides, your homes and some taverns and whatnot.
All right.
Is resting the priority right now?
Well, considering that no shops are open,
Yeah.
we could probably just do like a little bit of RP to try to address the kobold issue. But other than that, I think it's just
I'll pull
resting.
this one out if either of you guys want to take a look at it.
What are you pulling out?
Yeah, that unusual sword I found in the spider's cache.
Yeah, I'm going to compare that to the unusual sword I found earlier too.
Okay. So let me go and back to blank here. So, looking over what you have versus what Servish has for his weapon, they're both approximately the same length, but there is a bit of a difference here, depending on how you want to try and look at this. I know you've already tried to more or less identify the one that blank has, but you can definitely give the one that is on Service's possession a go if someone wants to go ahead and give that a check. That is in the chat there, so whoever wants to give that a go, you guys can go ahead and spend some time trying to identify that one. You'll have to wait until the next day, tomorrow, to identify this new one. Or to identify everything. Okay, Shmebulok, with a 21. Easily identify this as a finely crafted short sword. Unfortunately, there's nothing magical about this, but it is worth approximately 5 gold pieces.
Ooh.
It has a small emerald set into the pommel, and it has, fine craftsmanship with the precious gem. It's really the gem that makes the money on this one.
That's the one that Mike has?
No, that's the one you have in your possession.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately right now, until you guys take a rest, you can't identify the short sword that Blank has.
I think we had determined that to some degree that it was magical, but we just didn't know what. Or there was something up with it besides just the craftsmanship.
Yeah, initially, Blank, you thought it might have been cursed with your critical fail in the check. But then...
That's what it was.
Yeah, Shmebulok came by, looked it over, he's like, no, it's not cursed, but right now I'm having a hard time with it. Alright, so you guys part ways for the night and decide to meet back up somewhere?
Yes.
Alright. Why don't you guys work that out to decide where you want to go? And where you want to meet, when, and all that?
But first, the kobold. What do we do with him?
Yeah, speaking of. Knowing what you know, being a former sheriff here, Blank, you could bring him to the Otari garrison, and you could hand him over to the authorities there.
Or work out an agreement with the barkeep to have him work off all that food that he's eaten, because he hasn't attacked any of the patrons. He hasn't done anything to attack the bar directly aside from breaking into the foodstuffs. Granted, yeah, he did attack us, but that's on us to decide his fate at that point, isn't it?
True, yeah. Well, if you want to convince the kobold...
Well, I got to convince the kobold too, yeah, so I'm going to need Shmebulok for that.
So I'm the one who's rolling the
I'll aid
face
him
stuff?
by telling him how to pitch it to the kobold with persuasion. How
So
does
you
that
got to
work for you?
persuade me, and then I got to persuade him.
Well, I mean,
That's
I don't think I'd have to persuade you, but if I'm aiding you in persuading him, then I don't think that it should be an issue. The DM's researching furiously right now.
Yeah, no, I'm just double checking here. Because there's not a lot. Like, I'm so used to 5e character sheets and being able to see certain things, I'm not quite sure what to look for in certain instances here.
How about integration of kobolds into society? Something along those lines. See if it's possible, first off.
Well,
So I think in Pathfinder it's rather common.
Wouldn't it be based on like their alignment? Like if they're a dickhole evil guy, doesn't that just end right there?
yeah, if someone
Well,
wants to roll a society check here.
Do I have good society stuff?
If someone's trained in society.
Hang on, I gotta get my character sheet open.
I got a +7. Let's do it.
All right, give me a society. Oh, man. That is
So
a...
the origins of kobolds into normal society began, 500 years.
500 years ago, the first kobold, entered human society. And
Recalling some knowledge here about kobold warriors, and this one in particular, you know that these creatures are lawful evil normally. So, initially, yeah, maybe not. You don't think they could...
But they're lawful.
Yes, they are lawful, but they're still evil, so they will break rules where they can, or bend rules where they can to get out of
When
things.
it serves them, no, because they're lawful. They're not going to want to break laws that benefit them. So it's only when it serves them that they're going to break the laws or
Right.
try to get away with things.
Right. So, considering that, Shmebulok, you're the only one here that can speak to the kobold currently, you want to convince him to pay off his debts to the, to Tamili?
Sure. I guess I'll just use a performance or
Persuasion.
deception. I mean, they're all my persuasion, intimidation, deception. They're all the same +2. So it doesn't
Yeah, let
much
me
matter,
see
I don't
here.
think.
I gotta... Oh, someone, Blank, you're aiding?
Yeah. With persuasion or whatnot.
Okay.
Do I have to click effect?
No, not necessarily. Unless you... Let me see here. Let me bring out Shmebulok's token real quick. Look at that glow.
Yeah, it's an ever burning torch.
And what was the check? What was the total roll for the aid?
Oh, I didn't do the roll yet. I was asking you if you wanted me to.
Oh,
I was just
yeah.
getting it ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's going to be...
So I have to roll performance then.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
whatever
can never remember where skills are.
Whichever skill it is. It's going to be the proficiencies tab.
Ooh.
16. Okay. In this case, because you can't speak Draconic, this isn't a... It's a failure, but it's not a critical failure, so you don't add any kind of a bonus to Shmebulok's check, unfortunately. So,
So Shmevyalak is here trying to elucidate, how he's, going to help society and repay his debt, and here I am just doing like pliés in the background. No reason.
all right. Why don't you go ahead and give me whatever skill you're going to use to try and get this kobold to work for you.
I already rolled 13.
Oh. All right. Well, that is just enough. That is a success to convince the kobold. And what do you tell him to get him to work off his debt here with Tamali?
Well, we're leading towards a better life. You can spend your days above ground, see the light of the sun warming your skin. You would work towards a living and sort of have your own personal freedom and not have to live in the dark, dank dungeons and deal with traps, monsters, and giant spiders.
Yeah. Yeah, that sound good. It sound good. Live for self and live up on surface. Okay. So I gotta do what she say? Work with little lady?
Yeah, and learn common.
Oh, that's not good. That's not easy. I try. Oh boy. They're not the most intelligent of creatures, but they could probably pick it up over time, considering with your recall knowledge about kobolds here. You're pretty sure that they'll probably be able to do something about that. So you hand him over. You hand the kobold warrior Grun over to Tamali.
Yep.
All right. So Tamali hesitantly, accepts your strange, what's the word I'm looking here? Request of sort, and has a couple other of the patrons that she can trust. And she calls him over. She's like, yeah, just watch this guy. Get him working. Someone, and points to a couple people that know Draconic and gets the kobold to work. And she just, like, kind of hands a broom over. And she's like, go sweep over there. And he just kind of looks at it and starts chewing on the broomstick a little bit. He's like, yeah, good. This is good.
Little industrious guy. Look at him go.
And just starts, like, sweeping and attacking and swatting at things, not really sure what to do with this thing. And then, someone that speaks Draconic starts talking to him. And, we'll fade to black as the kobold is now more or less helping Tamali out. All right, so
Health acquired? ?
Crunk, parts ways with you. Crunk goes, yeah, me tired. Me go sleep in woods. And he starts his long trek to his woods up in the northwest here of Otari. What do you three end up doing?
At this point, everything closed down. I'm going to go back to my home and rest. Bathe and rest.
All right, so with everyone else doing more or less the same, you guys can go ahead and click the long rest button there, the rest for the night button on your character sheets, the upper left corner. Let's see how that works out.
Oh boy, I got 2 hit points.
Oh no!
We're all level 1. It's just our Constitution modifier. That's all we get.
Oof, yeah.
Right?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm
Constitution.
no longer dying, it says. I'm still wounded.
Okay, I thought maybe the wounded thing would go away on its own, but after a long night's rest, you should be free of the wounded condition.
Alright, I'm going to get rid of it and assume we're
Let's see here.
good.
So, just to verify, let me know if this shows up to you guys for resting. Let me see here.
Because I'm looking at the resting rules, and I don't see anything specific to... Like, it says about doomed and drained conditions, but that's not wounded. Oh yeah, I can see that. Look at that. GM screen.
Oh, nice. Hey, let's see what what's coming up on the adventure.
Yeah, right. All right, so resting requires 8 hours of sleep, which you all gather. You'll get 8 hours easily. You'll wake up somewhere around 6 to 8 in the morning the next day. And though resting typically happens at night, a group can do it whenever. And you can rest only once every 24 hours. The characters regain hit points equal to their Constitution modifier. All right, so it's not your level. Or no, multiplied by their level.
Yeah, multiplied.
Oh, okay. Multiplied. Got it.
If they rest without any shelter or comfort, like I was saying before, you might reduce this healing by half to a minimum of 1. The characters lose their fatigue conditions, Characters reduce the severity of the doomed and drained conditions by 1, and most spellcasters need to rest before they regain their spells for the day. A group in exploration mode can attempt to rest, but they aren't entirely safe from danger, and the rest might be interrupted. 8 hours and so on. Sleeping in armor results in a poor rest. If characters go more than 16 hours without going to sleep, they become fatigued, and taking long-term rest for faster recovery is part of the downtime and can't be done during exploration. You also have daily preparations here, so just before setting out to explore, anyone that has prepared spells, which is basically Krunk and Seravish, and actually everyone, I believe.
No, I just have focus spells.
Yeah.
Nothing prepared.
Shmebulok and Krunk will get to pick their new spells that they'll have for the day. Seravish, I think, are you spontaneous caster? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Is anyone good at treating wounds as a skill? Because that's how I get rid of wounded.
Actually, I am skilled in medicine checks, so...
Do you want to do that before we leave for the night?
Yeah.
Skill
Can I try that then, Andy, before the rest?
Sure.
Just for poops and giggles. I am going to need Shmebulok as a token again.
Okay. I will put you guys down at the fishery. So if you want to zoom in over there. And let's see here. So there's Blank, Shmebulok, and Seravish.
Alright, so I'm going to give that a shot now for treat wounds. Let's see, is that under exploration?
It
Yep,
should be...
there it is. It's under exploration.
Okay.
So I need a critical success.
Wait, what? Is that what it says?
Yep. To remove the wounded condition. But here we
Nope,
go.
a success is also removed on a success.
Yeah, it just needs a success and then 10 minutes of rest.
Okay, well
Yeah,
that should have... go ahead and click on heal, Shmebulok.
Oh man, that's great. That's like
So much
almost full
better.
Again. Yeah.
And then I'll do the same to Seravish and myself. I mean, because... Although actually, that'll be the 4th charge on the healer's kit. How many do these have? It doesn't say.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
they not
remember them
have
having
charges on the
charges.
healer's kit in Pathfinder?
Let me see here.
Because I think in D&D it's like 4 or 5 charges, and then you have to buy a new one or pay to refill them, basically.
Flame Loud is saying that the wounded condition does go away on a long rest. No clue why it was still there. Healer's tools can be used forever. So,
Oh, okay. Thank you, Flame Loud.
yes, thank you, Flame Loud. Once again, thank
Very
you.
nice.
All right, you ready, Eric?
Yeah.
And that's a no. Sorry.
Ooh, that is a failure, unfortunately. So no
Thankfully,
healing.
the failure doesn't hurt you. A critical failure, you deal 1d8.
Yeah, no healing for there.
And then finally, myself.
Ironically, you could spend a whole bunch of time just doing the whole lay on hands healing because you're out of combat, and you could just waste a whole bunch of time doing that too.
Yeah, because I'm saying it's like once per hour, but that's once per day is quite enough.
I was
honestly.
going to say it's the same thing with the hero's kit. You got to wait an hour before attempting to heal the same person again.
I can heal at dawn again after we wake up from our rest.
Okay.
Yeah, we can try that.
Ignore that. I'm trying to get rid of the red circles. I just assumed it was a spell that I hadn't finished.
Oh,
Red,
yes.
the
Let
red
me
orbs.
see.
I mean, for aesthetics, I'm okay with leaving them. I just don't know why they're there.
They were from the wounded condition, but yeah, for some reason they are still spiraling around. And I went to your effects, and there's nothing there for that, which is odd.
What if I... No, that's if I had a single wounded condition, it doubles the orbs, so it's not that.
Yeah, that's where they came from, but for some reason they're still spinning around. All right, we'll do this instead. Let's see if that does anything here.
I have died. Hooray!
Now you're back. All right.
Guess what? You're going back.
All right, so with the healing prior to your long rest, you guys can meet back up and do whatever you'd like.
Heal
And
again.
Flame Loud is suggesting that, yes, you can indeed do the lay on hands every 10 minutes to heal up.
No, I can't because focus pool.
Yeah, no, you can spend 10 minutes, focus back, do the lay on hands, spend 10 more minutes focusing back. You can do this every 10 minutes. It's just when there's time is, of the essence, it's a little bit more important.
That first heal was targeting Servish, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, servers should just be able to hit the heal button. Yeah. This is almost
Second
too
one
convenient.
for Schmebulok. Sorry. Failed it.
Oh no! All right, I'm just gonna go home.
Hey!
Right.
That is looking a heck of a lot better now.
Yeah.
Do we want to try a couple for Crunk as
Crunk.
well?
Yeah,
Oh, sure. Let me bring Crunk out.
just a little AFK healing.
Eh.
So that would be 2 heals, and then... Oh shoot, I did close it, didn't I? So that's before,
Okay.
and then there's the rest. And then here is after. And that failed.
Okay. And I also hit the...
Better than nothing.
I said good day, sir.
Ooh, Crunk healed 3 hit points with his rest.
He has better constipation than we do.
Indeed, indeed.
All right. Well, with that, you guys connect back up. Crunk will be kind of off on his own for the time being as he disappears into the woods. And you have the morning to do whatever you'd like.
Hit up the shops.
Yeah, I want to go to the market and pawn all this junk that I picked up.
Okay. Definitely take care of that quite easily. Everything should sell for half its value. So if you go to the blacksmith, you can go ahead and take care of all that. Taking the gear, it's a little bit of a haggle at first, but he'll the blacksmith will take it over time and work with you on it. So whatever the value is, just take half of that, and you guys can then do what you'd like. I'm sure you want to go to the apothecary, right?
I think so, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I get what, 250 for the finely crafted short sword?
The finely crafted short sword, no, you'll get full value on that. Anything that came off the kobolds, though, is going to be half price.
Fantastic.
So you get 5 gold for the short sword, and anyone that wants to double check on some of those other items that you guys had found that haven't been identified yet, you can also do that
Alright.
too.
I do have that emerald. Schmebulok, is emerald a component for any of your spells?
I don't believe so, no.
Alright, so probably good to sell that then. And then I've got the gold ring, the polished shield, and the unusual short sword. And then we can split all the money. Although the unusual short sword, I want to get identified before selling it.
Yeah. Is there someone in town that's really good at identifying, like the bee's knees, the cat's ass?
Well, you guys could potentially do it again if you'd like and try and check it. You each get 1 chance for the day to try and identify. I've popped it into the chat bar if you'd like to go ahead and give that a roll again. Otherwise, I
Give it a
believe
shot.
there was a wizard here.
And I have an unusual scroll that's also unidentified.
Okay.
And I'd like to take a crack at that. Maybe instead of identifying the sword. Is it like once per day per item?
Yes. So you
Okay,
can
then-
identify both of them.
I would like to do that.
All right. Let's
My
see
check
here.
come through, Andy?
Yes, and unfortunately you critically failed and still believe it is cursed.
Nope, this thing is cursed.
Shmebulok, you succeed as you look over the short sword here, and you find it to be a
Careful,
plus
Shmebulok, it's cursed.
a +1 short sword
Of curse?
of curses. Yes, of regularness. So you find
Cool.
that the short sword on Blank's possession is indeed a +1 short sword. Now, for the unusual scroll, anyone that wants to look over that can go ahead and roll against the checks there. Shmebulok,
Nope, scroll's cursed too.
yeah, you blew your load on the short sword. You're like, looking at this, this is just too unusual for me.
All bad juju.
Yeah, everyone failed that one?
Yeah, everyone failed that, unfortunately.
We'll get it one of these days.
Yes.
It's a cursed scroll of short sword cursing.
Does anybody want a short bow while I have it?
Her doctor goes, the curse is, the users believe that it is cursed.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. All right, so where to now that you've had a chance to identify and sell all your mundane stuff? To the crow's
well,
cask,
sorry,
maybe?
I still have to sell the emerald, the gold ring, and the polished shield then.
Yeah, okay. Anything that is, like I said, anything that came off the kobolds that was kind of garbagey, it's half price, but the emeralds and the rings and stuff will be full price that you can just easily convert right now.
Is it
I
units of
don't-
10 between things?
Should be, yes.
How much would the polished shield sell for?
Polished shield, that I believe is 5 gold as well.
All right, I'll just delete that then because there's no sell tab for it. I'm just going to delete it and then add 5 gold.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I did with all my stuff. I have some amount of money now. I think there's still some money to be shared between the group.
Yep.
Let me take a look at Crunk's inventory. I don't think he had anything too crazy on him. No, he didn't have anything worth selling.
So I have 214 copper, 76 silver, and 38 gold. But five or 8 of the gold was mine to begin with. Yeah, that makes sense because no, 33 gold to split. Because 5 gold is what I started with after buying everything.
Okay.
Now there's no splitting here, obviously. It's just we can only split while it's still in the container, right?
Yeah. You'd have to tell him, like, okay, I'm giving you this and I'm giving the other person that. So just tell, however much you're going to give to everyone.
Fuck. Sorry.
Hey, Hair Doctor, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Good night, Air Doctor. Glad we could save the kobold for you.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Later, buddy.
Let's see here. My brain is like melting. Okay, so it's 19 silver each.
Okay.
I think. No. Wait.
Are you including
Yeah,
Crunk in that?
19 each. Yeah, Crunk included.
Okay.
Oh God, I have to change this one by one.
Oh, there's a little button in your inventory that says "Sell all treasure."
Yeah, no, that doesn't help with reducing the amount of silver you have, though. You still have to do the quantity one by one.
No, if you go to the plus button next to the "Sell all treasure," it'll bring up an "Add coins" thing.
Well, will that sell my eggshell necklace?
Uh-oh. Maybe,
I'm
yeah.
not,
'cause
I'm
it's
not going to
part-
hit the button.
Yeah, it's part of a treasure. Let me go into yours and try and change the category for that, maybe.
So I did hit the button and it did
It sold
destroy
it?
the necklace.
All right, let me see if I can get Can I get another one for you?
I kind of wish there was like a treasure toggle, like a junk toggle that some video games have.
Yeah.
For quick inventory clearing.
Let me see
Yeah,
here.
where he can mark it.
Yeah. Sell all marked items. Yeah.
All right, I'll remake that and pop that back into your your item there between next week.
I wonder if I can just scroll up to where I picked it up. I'm gonna do that while we're doing this.
Okay. So you guys have sold off all your treasures for the time being?
Yep. And everybody added 19 gold, right? Or silver?
Yes. I also gave that to Krunk as well.
All right,
So
thank you.
that was already done. I don't need to do anything? Or do I need to add that myself?
You probably need to add that.
Yeah, you have to add the 19 silver yourself.
Done.
Okay.
50 copper each.
Okay.
Can we just get it exchanged while we're here?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so yeah, just add 5 gold then.
Well, 550 copper would be 5 silver.
5 silver, yeah. Sorry, it's 10 to 1, right? Going up.
Yep.
Hang on, I just gotta remove the copper down to... And then we'll say 10 gold each.
Okay.
That'll leave me with 8. And I'll take the lesser split on that since I'm keeping the short sword.
Sounds good.
What's the difference? I don't really need much in the ways of equipment.
Just need a crowbar, right? I'm gonna buy my typical bunch of knickknacks. Ball bearings, ball drops, that kind of crap.
Okay.
Simple stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing really in the way of equipment that I need, but I
Well, like I said, there
What do
is
you got?
the Crow's Cask, which is an apothecary. So you could potentially look there for potions if you wanted to buy something.
all right. Yeah, I'll look in there.
Look there. Well, don't you? Oh, eventually, aren't you going to get like their armor and stuff?
No, this is about it. I'm pretty like capped out right now. Oh, you were thinking like heavy plate or anything like that?
No,
Yeah,
because you're
no.
a Dex fighter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going dex based with this. It's just probably a terrible idea, but you know it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, Dex fighters have been fine.
Just
So-
a matter of finding a weapon that works for me.
You all want to head over to the Crow's Cask to see about buying some potential potions?
Sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
All right. So
You know, after this, or after we're done at the Crow's Cast, I'd also want to stop by the blacksmith just to see like what they have for weapons.
okay. So the three of you meet back up at some point or the other to exchange, monies and sell off all the loot that you found in the first level underneath Otari's fishery there. And you walk up the roads, finding your way along the river's edge, and eventually make your way to the front door of the Crow's Cask. And as you move up to this place, you see a sign over the door to this 2-story stone building that depicts a group of drunk crows perched on a leafy cask. And underneath this, this group of drunk crows, you see a little sign that's dangling off of it, and it says, "Closed, will reopen in 1 week." We'll see you all next week, folks. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Bit of a slow one, but, we fought a giant spider, and a good way to end the end tonight's thing as we, spend a little bit of downtime in Otari here, getting to know the city that these characters have grown up in, and spend a little bit of money. So I will leave this open for anyone that wants to make some mundane purchases before we get into the Crow's Cask here for some potions. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight, and me and the guys. We really appreciate it. Flame Loud, have a good night. Thank you so much. Herr Doctor, you were here before. Thanks for watching. And I think that's it so far. We just had Herr Doctor and Flame Loud in the chat. I appreciate everyone that's watched this, and if you watch this again later on as a video on demand, thank you so much. You're all awesome as always. And this is me, Andrew, with the D&D CR Exposed YouTube channel, saying thank you so much, and we will all see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you next time.